And hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Adventure Rolls. We're so glad that you all are here tonight. Gonna have some very interesting things as we make our way to Archenbridge. And in case you can't tell, or for those of you who are listening to the game, our party head here has indeed leveled up and are now level 4. Normally we would roll those things on stream, but there was a little bit of thing of like realizing they hit the milestone after session, so just had to go ahead and level up. But yes, gonna have some fun things tonight as we head to Archenbridge. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and dive into things. When last we left our heroes, our party has been making their way southward after taking care of cult activity within Shadowdale and heading up to Archenbridge in hopes of being able to encounter Amethyst and prevent anything from happening to her, as well as assisting and uncovering further information regarding Rosa and her family, and potentially further information about the spider. However, on the trip, stopping midway in High Moon to just check up on the place, see how things are going, and finding various information such as how the cure is made, and potentially bringing that to Archenbridge for further study and mass production. And so we pick up the following morning after Revenant had a mysterious encounter with someone. You all have arrived are currently in the tavern. Revenant, I'm assuming you head back in for breakfast, or you all take breakfast to him.
And we'll head over.
Perfect. All right. So, as you all arrive and currently have breakfast, a very simple meal due to the town of High Moon being more shepherd-focused and things of that nature. Eventually, the door opens up, and you do see Greer flanked by either guards. Looks and sees you all. Good. I'm glad I caught you all. Per our agreement, I actually have some rewards here, along with a bit of gold per our arrangements of you taking care of things within Shadowdale.
Well,
thank you very
much.
Perfect. You see one of the guards come over with one guard comes over what looks to be a pouch of various money, and another one comes over with a larger bag. Greer mentions, upon freeing and working with the various orcs, we managed to find some goods that were taken. So they've been confiscated, and those who were apparently already perished. So rather than just lurking about in our stores, I think it would be beneficial for you all to be using them. And with that, he gives the nod, and one of the guards opens up, and as the bag is opened, you find 4 items. One is a mysterious long gray cloak with almost like elvish trim along the side. Another appears to be a gem that has elements of almost light coming from it. Then what looks to be a magical short sword, and then a rather magical glaive. So Greer points, yes, this cloak is, we have been able to identify as a cloak of elven kind. This gem is a gem of brightness. You could potentially cause creatures to become blind when using some of its charges. And the short sword and glaive are able to provide various ability to hit targets a little harder and faster.
Well, I would say you're going to love that glaive. I can tell you that much.
A glaive? Do you
he
think
reaches
that
for the short sword. I'm just kidding.
does he look like? Yeah, okay.
See the? Don't get your wings ruffled. I'm sorry. My bad. That's a little early for that. I'm sorry. Thank you, General Greer. Appreciate.
Yes.
We will honor these for those that did perish. That's unfortunate.
Yes, and also, and he brings forth gold, saying, we have some additional funds for you. Looks like it'd be about 360 gold pieces as well as 80 silver pieces.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Thank you very much.
That's pretty great.
So if you were to split that evenly for 360, that'd be 90 gold pieces.
Look at that. He even did the math. Wow.
Yep.
Did the math for us?
Yep.
That's a DM right there.
Wow.
You said 90?
90 gold pieces if you split that evenly, if you so choose.
Yeah, we're splitting that,
Yeah.
or do you guys want to put it in a party? Okay. All right. Does that include the silver when we split it?
Silver pieces will be 20 silver pieces a person. Again, if you so choose.
Yeah.
Resident looks very overwhelmed by this giant stack of coins.
This will be perfect for buying a variety of things or helping other folks. So thank you so much, General Greer.
Of course. It's the least that we can do with everything that you've done already within the Dalelands, and hearing tales of what you are planning to do and heading to Archenbridge, it only makes a little bit of sense. So,
Yeah, we'll do our
That'll
best.
help
Thank
a
you.
lot, yeah.
perfect. Well, in that case, if there's anything else you have for me, I'll be at my office. But for the time being, again, I bid you all farewell and thank you. That he turns face and heads on out the door with the guards flanked.
Awesome.
Pick up the cloak and the gem, and here's one for each of us.
Mm. So
Unless
wait,
one
what
of you
are...
want the glaive.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I
same.
know. I'm trying to think. Cause wait, did you take something, Alize?
No, I haven't. I wanted to
Okay.
see both of your things.
Well, I don't.
I
Need
mean,
a
I
weapon.
use a sword, sure, but I mean anything can be useful to anybody. I feel even in a pinch. So
You know,
I
just a thought. I mean, if you ever needed to get out of a pinch, blinding someone is a good way of doing it.
That's sort of what I was wondering might be helpful. I don't really want a weapon. I'm not very good at sneaking when I'm, me either. But I can also like transform though if we need to.
Mhm.
So I feel like I would be interested in the gem one, or if you feel like you don't want me to be super loud, then the cloak might work. But I think someone else might be able to use it better than me, if that makes sense.
oh, yeah. I didn't figure you'd be reaching for the weapons anyways. Although, Resident, you've been known to use them from time to time. Is there any particular thing that's catching your eye?
Glaives are
I-
fun.
I already had enough trouble lifting yours.
Yeah, that is fair. That is fair.
This cloak will help be more sneaky.
True.
That might be useful.
You can take it then.
Perfect.
Okay,
I have a cloak I already wear, though. What?
Yeah, I was thinking
we'll
about that
just
too.
replace it.
We might need to merge some things, maybe. Find
Two
another tailored,
cloaks.
maybe an Archenbridge.
Very fashionable.
This one is a bit thinner. Maybe I'll put it over top still.
That's a good fashion right there.
Does that other cloak have like a significance, or?
Yes, it was one from my people.
Gotcha. I can see why you wouldn't want to give it away or anything then.
I'm sure we could find a tailor that'd be able to maybe sew them together so you still get look of one and the functionality of another.
Right, like the inside lining, and then you have the one on the outside. Just do like a quick whip stitch sort of thing, so in the future
Mhm.
you can always separate them if you need.
I mean, I can sew and do all that stuff, so if you want me to do it, I can. It's just, I can't do any cool, like, magic enchantments with it or anything, but I can make it look okay.
Yes, that would be nice if you can do that.
Sure. That sounds like a fun project.
It
Thank
sounds a
you.
lot more calming.
That's why I like it.
Um,
I made it yesterday, last night, and or Tyler peeks his head out, and he has like a scarf.
Oh,
that
That's
is the
cute.
cutest wee little scarf I have ever seen. Oh my goodness.
He's like cute in it. Yes.
Oh, that's so adorable.
You see, I even
Oh,
made
it's so
stripes.
cute.
Yeah. Mhm.
I thought you were making a bracelet, so that makes a lot more sense now, actually.
Yeah. I might even make tassels for it later, but that's gonna take another.
Did you make
Rose is
scarves
just
for
so
the sheep?
homeschooled. Like I can't
Yep.
handle her sometimes.
Did you
Just
make
a little
scarves
bit.
for sheep as well after you sheared them, so they wouldn't be
What?
cold?
What'd you say?
Did you ever make scarves for the sheep, especially after you shear them?
If their
Right,
their
'cause don't they
farmers
take
would
cold?
if their shepherds would let me, yes. Some of them were not happy if I did that, so it really depended on the shepherd.
Son, you
Oh.
don't let that weird druid ever get close to the sheep ever again.
Yeah, I had to really be careful with some of them.
That's so cute. See, I just love details. Oh, it's so cute, Rachel. I can't get it out of my mind. I'm thinking of all the tiny little things, and you can make them like little mittens. And I'm gonna cry. It's so cute.
That's what gets you to cry on stream.
Yeah, crying.
Like little tears. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, you can make him a little hat with a pom-pom. It's not winter, it's summer.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
What is happening right now?
we're not even 20
All
minutes
right,
into this.
well-
We're not even 20 minutes into this episode, folks.
I got completely derailed. What is the sword lit?
Yeah. So
Is it just a sword?
it's a +1 short sword, but as you look at it, it's very finely made, very thin in design. Has very intricate carvings on the side of it. You see almost like runes etched into parts of it to give its enchantment.
Okay. Are they readable runes, or it's just like enchantment type
it
weave
looks-
speak?
Well, actually, because of your feet, you could potentially read this. So go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
I think I meant FEET.
Oh,
Wait, what?
nope. Not that kind of stream.
All right.
That's
funny.
Arcana?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just a +1. That's a 13.
As you're looking at it, you recognize it as a very basic rune to basically give it a better edge to overcome defenses as well as potentially cause more damage. So, +1 short sword, effectively.
Okay. I need to add that into my thing.
Yep.
I don't know how to do that, but I will eventually.
I can also add it. I can also add it in for you. But
Okay.
regardless, is there anything else you all care to do while currently in High Moon, or
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
As we're sitting there at breakfast, Resvin maybe looks a little uncomfortable, and just when is a good time to bring up something bad that may have happened?
Oh, probably
now.
now that you mentioned it. Like Gideon the other
Okay.
night was saying too.
When I was doing my trance, trying to help Rosa and look for her people,
Thanks.
something seemed to notice me and said it's coming for me, and that it can see me now, and it sounded bad.
Oh my gosh, what? Are you
Well,
scared?
It was a little scary, yes. it talked about my people,
Oh boy.
and it said that it wanted to come for me.
Like this thing knew where your people were, or that it was the cause of it?
I don't know. It did not tell me much, but it
Oh,
did not seem good. So I just want you to know that in case something happens.
yeah. How are you feeling mentally right now, Resident? I mean, your mind's probably on that, but is there anything? I guess there's nothing we can necessarily do, but
Yes, it is bad.
Oh, yeah. Well, didn't you say that your didn't you say some messenger of your god or something had warned you someone was after you?
Yes, it
So,
might be the same thing.
yeah. Any defining characteristics of the voice?
Was there any defining characteristics of the voice?
You gathered that the voice definitely appeared to sound feminine. Definitely gravelly and a little bit almost like a smokiness to the voice. And sinister in nature. So not a ton to go on in the grand scheme of things, but those are what you're able to pick up.
Okay. Just because this is
Yep.
potentially just the player not knowing things.
Right.
Is Miracle a feminine
No.
deity?
Nope.
Okay. That's what I thought. I thought it was a masculine one, so I just wanted to
Nah, you're good.
see if there's a connection that I could make there, but okay.
Nah, good question. I like it.
Okay. It sounded maybe like a woman. Very mean sounding.
Sounding.
don't like that.
Okay. And can contact you when you were doing your voice listening?
Well, is the thing with your people a woman or
Yeah.
female?
Yep.
So if I was looking for them, maybe I stumbled into that.
Mm,
I mean,
You know,
she's definitely intercepted my trances before.
do either one of you have any illusionary spells to reduplicate this voice?
I don't think
No.
she does. Let me look. No.
It sounded like this. I see you now.
Eerie. That is probably spot on, actually.
Hey,
I'll think on that one.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's not the same.
hey, Resident. Actually, there's something I've been really curious to ask. Like, and I'm not meaning this in any sort of like critique or anything, because I'm actually genuinely fascinated. The way you speak is not as dynamic, right? As like there's not as much emotion into it, and my voice has this cadence that goes, you can kind of like, if you were following like music, you could go up and down. And yours is very more like flatline. Is all of your family and your people, I mean, you guys all speak the same, right? With the same sort of tone?
Oh, I thought I was doing more when Gideon told me to try more.
That is
Am I
fine.
I can
not
hear small
doing any-
inflections.
Yeah.
It's small.
The emotions
The
are
little
there,
waves.
but yeah.
No, I'm
Well-
just that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to critique you. I'm just curious, like, is that how like your parents spoke and your
Yes,
sister
this
and
is
like
how we were brought up. It is
okay.
calming And
Yeah,
It is very
it is
common.
actually
It
calming,
is calming,
honestly.
Yeah. Mhm.
When I was watching you when we were patching up the folks and you were helping the ones who were passing on, I think it really does help. And there is a soothing thing. So that's not a criticism. That's
It
an
calms me
admiration.
down.
Yeah.
You might be a
I-
good
I-
cross witnesser, just saying.
Oh, Gideon.
Sorry.
I have noticed though there's more inflection in your voice.
Mhm.
Because like when sometimes
I have
I'll
I have been doing it so much. I don't think my family would recognize me.
Is that something that you think that they would like try to like be like, "Oh, no, you have to go back to your other, how you were." I think it's a great accent. Again, I just think
No,
it's so
they
fascinating. I haven't
My family is very supportive and kind. They probably would be all right with me branching out.
I think that's great. That's great. I hope we get to meet him. We'll find him. We'll save him from whatever this is going on. I've wanted to copy your accent, not out of not making fun of you or anything, but just to copy you, just because, sometimes I hear interesting accents and I want to like copy it to like learn how that person speaks and talks. So I can't copy
I'm
it. I've
trying to
tried.
speak like all of you, and you can try to speak like me.
That sounds
we
like
should
a
try that,
plan.
actually.
All
I mean,
right, sounds good to
we
me.
should try to speak like you. Did that work?
I sound southern now. You
Yeah,
take the cadence out of a Celtic.
I was really curious how your accent was going to sound.
Yes, you all sound great.
Good.
Thank you as well.
Well, and I'm also trying to pick up with us too is when we're in Archenbridge coming up, we're really good about trying to like keep our eyes and ears aware of our surroundings. And accents are a really, really good indicator. And unless you're really good at masking that, even the slightest slip up. So if we hear somebody who does have more of a monotone sound or something that, really any accent that we might be looking for, that might be a good indicator. I'm just saying. Or if somebody sometimes
finding his people?
Well, yeah. Like, I'm not saying
Okay.
there's any here. I'm just saying if we run into people or maybe we find, one of residents people here for whatever reason, then we
Sure.
can know like by the accent or something potentially. That's all I'm saying. Is it's a good indicator. Or if you're talking to somebody and then they kind of like give like a look, that kind of look when people are like recognizing something, then they can be like, wait, why are you looking at him that way? And they'll be like, well, he sounds very interesting. And then you're like, oh, well, how interesting? And it's like, well, I haven't heard that accent in a long time. And then you're like, oh, but you have heard it. And then
I think we got it.
Yeah.
We got it.
anyways,
I was going to start with the
okay.
constellations, not the accent, but sure, we can. That's a good addition.
Yeah.
But okay, so we know though that this thing's looking out for you. Do you need to
Yes.
stop doing the voices? Or talking to the voices, I mean?
Maybe
Or
this is another thing that I did not tell you yet, but maybe you can tell me. Is there a big swamp nearby where we're going?
big swamp?
So down to the south, right?
Go ahead and
I
make
can take out my map.
Yeah, go ahead and make a history check.
11.
Rosa, what are we doing, girl? 8.
8. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say south? I definitely meant north. I got a 1.
So 7, 8, and 1.
Mm-hmm.
I got
I'll pull up
11.
the map
Oh, you got
upside
11.
down.
So yeah. The rest of you, as you're trying to recall, you don't know. Alize, even with the map, as you're looking, you can see where Archenbridge is. It is toward your south, but it's also a little bit to your east. However, there is a swamp directly south at the tail end of the Thunder Peaks in the borders of Cormyr. It is called the Vast Swamp. And you would know just by
Right
looking.
to the point.
Yeah, you would know just looking at it. It is miles in length.
Okay.
Question. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I know the new book came out. Are we still using the map we have in Discord?
we're still using this one because it's they adjusted
Just changes.
They adjusted some things enough to be. I just want to be consistent.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we were like sticking with the new one and then not looking at these. Okay, cool.
Nah, lore wise, you're okay with the new ones. It's just maps are a little slightly tweaked. Like High Moon is not technically where it should be. According to this map, it's a little more north. So
Interesting.
yeah. So
I'm surprised they changed it that much.
they did enough minor tweaks map wise
Yeah.
where it's like I shouldn't be using this just to keep things consistent. So
There it is.
so
Is there a swamp?
It looks like there is potentially. Yeah, I mean, at least on this map.
Yes, so the
This-
messenger from my god said I should go there at some point, and it would help me to maybe help Rosa more. There is a
Oh,
temple to Neuralis that is sunk there, and it said that
Whoa.
it would help me. We do not have to go now. I know there are other things we are doing, but at some point, if we are nearby and able to, I would like to follow and help my god.
I mean, honestly,
And
if we're listening to God's leading us anyway, boom, right after that we'll be near coast. And it sounds like, I mean, obviously, unless they've left, our clues do take us down to a coast.
but I can stop looking for your people, Rosa, if you are worried that something bad could happen until we go to the temple. If you think it would be a danger, I can stop.
I guess it depends on if it feels like this person is you like pinpointing your location or if it's just words. And I don't know if you know that or not.
I do not know.
So I'm not really sure. I don't want to tell you what to do.
Do you want me to keep looking or to stop for now?
Maybe when we're in the city and we figure out what's going on there, you know, with Amethyst and stuff, maybe it would help us know a little more about if it's safe for you two or not.
Okay, so I should wait until then.
Yeah, if you're okay with that.
Yes. I was also listening to some voices of much nicer people who were talking to me about making cures for poisons and things like that. So maybe I can help you more if we make any.
Oh yeah, that would be good. Well, with all this stuff we got too, we can definitely buy more ingredients and resources and things.
mhm.
Yes. I do want to buy some silver.
Oh, sure. We can help you do that before we leave.
Yeah, if there's any ingredients or other things, I suggest we.
Quick question before we
No.
move on. Reservin, when you trance, again, it's a little with my head, because I know I deeply dream. Oh, nightmare and all that. How close is trancing to things like dreaming?
I do not know. I've never dreamed before.
It looks to the other two. I mean, do these... I guess what I'm trying to ask, more or less, are these voices... What's the source of these voices? How are you connecting to them? Is it through like a small connection into some sort of dream? Or not realm, or like parallel, or is it the undead?
The voices that I hear are the voices of people like me, not people from where I grew up, but those who are the same as me.
Alive or ancestors?
It could be both, I think.
So you could be giving advice to other people trancing?
Yes, I could.
Oh, that's cool. Actually,
That is really. Yeah. Mental connection sort of thing.
I know at least on my end, I don't really ever have that happen to me, but I think what it seemed like what happened with mine is Saloon, like, was talking to me because I was like talking to her. And
Like,
then
they hijacked it.
yeah. So I don't know if that could happen on its own accord, but maybe. I haven't had it happen since.
I'm just trying to wrap my brain on what they're hijacking, right? Like, is it just a prayer? Is it thoughts? Is it communication? Is it... Sounds like it's not a
Aligned communication,
dream.
it feels like to me, but I could be wrong. It's just a theory.
Sorry.
I was waiting for someone to say it. I was like, oh no, I set it up. Oh
I mouthed it.
no.
I was trying to find like an in canon thing. I was like, nah, this is gotta go out of game. All right. Well, maybe that could be an avenue to research a little bit, because I a little crack in the voice. It's dry up here. It's one thing I could see for a god to communicate. But if we're talking, I guess it could be a god. Well, that explains it. Actually, I was just trying to think what this creature, deity, whatever we're dealing with, if it's able to hijack something a god can to communicate you, just that ability could be a clue into what it is, right? If it's able to hijack into your thoughts and talk to you, and same with him, then...
Well, yeah, she's ultra powerful. She will trigger the apocalypse and the end of all things known to everyone everywhere. So
That was a real good job keeping that monotone. It kind of made it a little more scary, actually.
Yeah.
yeah, I was trying to copy Reservant and be
That's-
calm,
yep.
and I said something so utterly terrifying. So
It's really creepy when you do it, though. It's kind of adds to the terrifyingness.
oh, okay.
Not saying
You
you're
did
creepy.
great,
I'm
though.
sorry.
It sounded really good to me.
Okay. It did sound good. It was just
Oh,
unnerving, but yeah.
Thanks.
All
Okay,
right.
yeah. All right.
That's good. That's good though. All right. Just a thought. Maybe it could be a way to track down and figure out what this thing is. That's all. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right. Okay. Well, are
so
we?
shopping?
Yeah, and then I guess we can stop by Bircham on our way out. And
Sounds good.
one cloak on and then put his outer cloak back on.
Fair enough.
What's the temperature?
cloaks.
Is it cold at all for that?
We're summer, right?
Yeah, it's summer, but he said it's a light cloak, and it's an elven cloak as well. So it's not. So it's an elven cloak. Elven cloaks are typically going to be pretty light in their
Poor
material.
thing.
So it's not. It's not too. It's probably given the region of where you are. It's currently probably about 60 degrees out. Probably get to about a high of 70s, maybe. Approaching 80, but you're not going to get too humid yet until you start to get to the coast. That's where the humidity is really going to get you. So, because you're currently not too close to any major body of water until you start to get to Archenbridge and eastward and even south. So, all right. So as you all wrap up the conversation, start to make your way out, if there's any shopping you wanted to do for components or anything along those lines, you absolutely can do so. You'll be able to, just for expediency's sake, you are able to get the material components. If you have the material cost, you're able to get it. And then as you are heading out for Bircham, I'm assuming you all just inform him about Gabriel and everything along those lines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to role play it out if you all don't want, but And,
I will say really quick, is there stuff available for me to make more batches of that cure?
Yes, there's
I was interested in buying
Yeah.
a few of that.
You're definitely able to find material components at a local stall in the marketplace. You'll probably be able to find about enough to make most likely 2 extra potions.
This is completely flavor.
And that'll cost you about
God.
5 gold. 5 gold pieces total for all those parts, because it's random things you can find out in the woods. So yeah.
Okay.
And
Complete flavor, but
yeah.
Question about the glaive.
Yes.
Since the glaive that I personally had is a little bit more like engraved and like can be stuck into. Is that something where like if he gets the right set of tools, he could like untake the blade from this magical one and put it on his and it'd still be like considered magical? Or is that like cutting into the magical enchantment side of it?
I would say if you get someone who has, you are headed to a major city.
That's what I was thinking.
You are definitely able to find someone with a proper forge. Can either potentially even potentially transfer the enchantment or have it be removed properly. Given its level, it'll probably take a full day to do it.
Okay, cool.
So for that, so as you go, just for expediency's sake, as you go inform Bircham, he understands and is remorseful, but he also had to tend to his flock, is along those lines. But he does mention he will go and at least see him, so that way he knows. So that way Gabriel knows that Bircham did not abandon him or anything along those lines. There's definitely sadness within him just regarding all of that. So, and with that, unless there's anything else you wanted to do within High Moon, any last minute purchases or questions? Perfect.
Some potion stuff too.
Yeah.
Probably just say goodbye to Tim and Heidi.
Perfect.
Before leaving town too.
Yeah.
And I'm buying spell components. I'm gonna just put 50 in for Find Familiar, and because it's like it specifies 10 gold for charcoal.
Yeah.
Earthing, but buying all of the stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. The price breakdown is what I was looking at in another page. But
I also bought 50 gold of silver powder, just for reference.
Good to know. So,
and also buying stuff for alarm.
Yeah. So perfect. Yeah, you're that all that stuff is more than able to be done. So basically, unless it has typically with material components, if it's a gold cost stated, that's what you need to worry about. Anything else can generally just be grabbed. So, or assumed it's a part of a pouch of sorts. So, yeah, you're able to find those just fine. With that, and you said you were grabbing stuff for potions, Rosa?
Yeah, maybe enough for 2 doses or 2 vials to make later.
Do you have a kit too, like an alchemist kit?
Oh, I don't have an alchemist kit. I just have an herbalism kit. So I don't know if I need to buy that also.
For making potions specifically will be an alchemist kit, but you'll definitely be able to find that within the bounds of High Moon.
Okay. Yeah, I would buy one then.
Perfect. So, all right. So then with that, as you all get your... Yes.
Sorry. One last thing. We talked about formaldehyde and jars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I could get for that before we leave town? Or is that...
Nothing within the towns, within the bounds of High Moon. It's not a big enough town for something like that.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Sorry. Continue.
No, you're good. Last call. Anything? All right. As you all then basically spending a decent part of the morning making sure you are absolutely good to go before heading out on your voyage to Archenbridge, which will take you on foot from here to the metropolis. Will take you 3 days. And as you do so, it is a 3-day journey, so if you have any material things that need to be attuned to, you can absolutely attune to them while on the road. If you want to make anything, again, you can try to make them while on the road. But largely, as you continue on your journey, it is largely without incidents, save for some cloud cover and maybe rain for a good portion of one day. But eventually, as the 3rd day starts to near its end, the sun is starting to set, but is not fully setted. The skies are still looking like a nice summer's day. You see before you, as you're on the opposite side of a bridge that crosses a massive river, you approach the city and you see off in the distance a walled city that is heavily fortified with siege weapons at various points. Buildings do reach above the wall. You can see many caravans both leaving and exiting the city, crossing over this bridge. Up on the hill at one point, you see what looks to be like an even more intensely fortified fort. And then farther off in the distance, almost seemingly on the outskirts of the city, you can see what appears to be the ever remains, or at least what appears to be a potential tower of sorts. But it's hard to tell if it's within the city limits or farther off. But just from where you're standing, it appears to be huge. And from there, after 3 days of walking from High Moon and an even longer time coming from Shadowdale, you all have arrived on the outside wall of Archenbridge.
We did it. I will just say on the journey,
yes,
I did sew Residence cloaks together.
Yeah, easily done during long rest and things like that.
Yeah.
So.
She seemed like she really needed a project as we're nearing the city and is getting nervous, so she delved into that one.
On the map you sent, are we coming in from the left side, or are
yes,
we coming from the top?
You're coming in from let me go and double check here. You're coming in from the right side, so you'll probably be able to see what looks to be a bridge toward the bottom. That's where you all are standing.
Oh, we're coming on the right side. Okay.
Yeah, you're all standing on the opposite side of the bridge. Again, the map orientation is weird per how the map appears on where Archenbridge appears on Faerun map. I don't know why they put north in that direction. That's technically not where it should be.
Yeah, that's super confusing.
I just opened that too. Okay. bear with me. So I just have the map open as is.
Ignore the north. Ignore that compass.
Yeah.
Just ignore
Yeah.
it. So this is the best map that I could find that was the most readable. But
No, it is readable. Again, it just has that
yeah, ignore the compass.
orientation.
Ignore the compass. It's wrong.
That's fine. I just found the compass, so to be fair.
But you are approaching on the bridge. You have already passed some houses on the outskirts, but the walled city is basically going along the sides of the river, so on the opposite side of the river.
Okay. So we're by number 18. Is that what that is?
Basically.
The
The
Archenbridge. Okay.
Archenbridge.
Okay. Wow.
Bridge down by
Roll
the
credits.
I keep wanting to say Arkham
Yeah.
Asylum.
You don't want to
And-
go to Arkham, guys.
Nope.
It's not-
No.
You don't want to go. You don't want to go to Arkham
We
Asylum, and you
make
don't.
Batman.
You don't want to go to Arkham Asylum, and you don't want to go to Arkham with Lovecraft. So,
Why not, everybody? It'd be a fun time.
all right.
Okay, cool. Cool.
And then Amethyst said we were gonna meet somewhere, right? I just
Yes.
don't. It was an
She-
inn or something.
She said that you can go ahead and meet at the Temple of Ioun, which would be toward the center of town.
Okay,
Which
sounds good.
whoever said we're going to take a sample of the queue anyway. So, perfect.
Yeah.
I wrote notes.
Oh man, my nail just fell off. Anyway, sorry.
Oh no. About
Mending.
half an hour before we approach the bridge, I feel like this whole time Alize's been like just flying and keeping an eye on things. So about half an hour she'll land and then she'll stuff her wings back into the bag of holding sort of thing and just look more low key.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm excited. This is the Arkham Bridge. Look at that.
Yeah,
Alize.
so exciting. Yep.
Wouldn't it actually help you if you kept them out here? Because I don't know many elves that have wings.
No. I mean, I don't know.
Unless
Sometimes it helps.
there's already been word brought back that who we're traveling with, and it's gonna cause a ton of attention, and then it's gonna make it that everyone sees where we are, and before we can even warn Amethyst, so maybe we just try and be as discreet as possible. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that right now. That's not possible.
Okay,
Not
it was
physically
a-
possible
Well,
for me
this-
right now.
I was just trying to help.
This has been building up for 3 days straight of walking. I can't. I'm so nervous right now, you
Alice
guys.
is gonna give her like a side hug.
Wondering why you won't
As they're
join
walking,
yoga anymore.
I found that in bigger cities, I get claustrophobic rather easily, and when my wings are out and you're also walking in tight quarters, it tends to unnerve me more. So being able to hide them away helps me know
Interesting.
that I can, and
Okay.
also the attention thing. There was one group that was trying to get, collect feathers because they thought it was going to be some cure one time. That was annoying. So, you just gotta try to be subdued and, surprise people. It's always really fun. I like seeing people's surprised faces. All right, let's keep going. We're just here on business, right? They don't like elves. So Gideon, maybe you want to take point.
Yeah. Figured I'd normally take a point. Cool.
Gideon kind of always takes point.
Yeah.
Oh, and if we come across someone that's like super against elves and I just say you're like the help or anything, it's just an act. Just for the moment to get us through anything. I don't believe any of that.
And then I
I mean, it's
punch
gonna
him
happen.
square
You
in the
like to
jaw.
help.
Yeah,
That's
ouch,
okay.
ouch, ouch. I bruised like a peach at say, come on now.
I don't think anyone.
I heard that. It was really good. Resident. That was really good. It was really funny. All right, we're all
That's
helping each
funny.
other. We're gonna find it. Let's go find this temple. How's that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Is Ioun someone who would like me or not like me?
I actually think she would like you. I mean, with all the amount of insight you are into knowledge and such.
Would I know?
But-
She's the lady with the stones.
Go ahead and make a religion check.
Just got the stones.
That's how Alize knows.
13.
13. You know that Ayun is typically known as the goddess of knowledge. So she loves bringing in knowledge and even sharing it. So she wouldn't necessarily have anything against Neuralis. If anything, they're probably more neutral to each other, is your guess. You don't know. With a 13, you don't know for sure. But just based upon how Neuralis is, as well as Ayun, you don't see any reason as to why they would be against each other.
So it's not so much who I follow, it's my intelligence that's the offense to this god. Okay.
Who let this
Makes sense.
Who let this
Let this
fool
paid
in?
intelligence into these first get out of here.
But then Rezavin helps one of her clerics, and she's like, "Oh, but he's a good, he's cute,
a
okay?
baby boy.
He's
Okay,
a
never
baby
mind.
boy."
Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make you learned.
My guess, and this is literally just a guess, but my guess would be she probably doesn't mind.
Okay.
Like, not like cheering you on, but also not like against you either, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I would suspect. Okay, and let's look out for people along the way, because if she's walking into a trap, she might have already walked into a trap right now.
Okay.
We might be triggering it. I don't know.
We'll
I
be
will
alright.
watch for anybody who's watching us then, or acting weird.
Oh boy.
Me too.
Yep.
Just remember,
We'll watch out. It's all right.
a lot of people might be looking at you guys, so just be mindful of that.
Yeah, I'll insight them. That's fine.
All right.
Stare at you, glance back.
So, as you all make your way across the bridge again, it's a very ornate and just grand cobblestone bridge, white in design and architecture. And as you're going across, you did see also what appears to be again various caravans going through. There's also appears to be halfway through a person that is let's see. A person that appears to be almost has a brown cloak draped over themselves, kind of almost hiding their appearance. Their clothing and footwear appear to be worn down, with some portions of exposed skin. There is a sack next to them, and they do seem to have a cup almost outstretched. Seems that be one passerby leaving the city seems to put a coin of sorts in the cup, as you all keep on making your way into the town.
Got a couple silver.
That's someone who needs help.
Usually.
Essentially.
Okay, I'll drop 5 gold in.
What?
I love that. So good.
All right. As you do so, you put a few silver pieces in, Gideon and Rezavin. As you go ahead and do so, you just hear, "Thank you, sir." And that's all you're able to tell. The voice does not sound familiar, but the voice also doesn't seem to show their face or anything along those lines.
Gideon LeBlanc.
So hard,
do
try
you,
not to meta anything right now.
do you need any sort of assistance for like an inn for the night or anything? You look like you might be down on your luck.
No, not tonight. Everything will be fine. This gold will be more than enough to pay for a hot meal and services.
Just offering, we could pay for one free for the night, and then you'd have the rest going on in the future. But you have plans, and may the gods watch out for you.
And you as well.
Could you direct us to the Ayun temple, by the way?
Kind of like a little almost bony finger reaches out and extends. Yes. If you go into the city, through the gates and head toward the center, you'll find what looks to be almost a grand library of sorts. Within the middle of a courtyard, that is Her Lady's temple.
Well, thank you very much. We're very much obliged. Thank you for your kindness.
I want to insight this person.
You absolutely can.
Me too. I'm inciting all around though, honestly. I'm even like looking around like behind me and
Yeah.
Did say I
24.
was going to insight people, so I will roll as well.
24,
23.
23,
8, 19.
19. Gideon, did you roll insight?
No, I'm inside in the stonework. It's gorgeous over here. I got a 5 for the stonework architecture on the bridge.
The stonework's pretty okay.
It's pretty
Could be
decent.
better.
Yeah, it could be a little bit better.
It's really ornate, but all right.
Yeah. So actually, all three of you, with this, he is telling the truth on where the location of Ayun's temple is located. He is also telling the truth that he will be okay and find good lodging for the night. But he's definitely hiding something. And at that point, I'll say with the 23 and 24, Rezavan and Rosa, you both can make perception checks, actually.
Oh, I wasn't the one.
Oh,
that got
Rezavan
the
and
higher one.
Alize.
That was
Yeah.
Alize.
Yeah, I meant Alize. I was reading your name
you're good.
on the notes, Rosa.
Another 24.
21 and 24.
21.
Twins.
As you're kind of inciting him, and you see him lifting his bony finger, Rezavan, you're able to see that at the back of your palm has a mark that wasn't there before now. And you see it looks to be almost like a quick stamp to look like in the shape of a mask. Like almost like a drama mask of sorts.
Okay. So what's this?
Allison's gonna look at that mark too.
The figure kind of pokes up one eye, and you see a little like strangly gray beard, and he looks like, that is just a simple thank you and welcome to Archenbridge, Mark. You gave me so much, I figured I'd only give you something like that in return.
I thought he was saying Mark.
I thought you used his out of game
No.
name, not like a marking.
No, like the
No,
Mark.
What's happening?
This isn't that guy from Oblivion who's all about the cheese. Like, it's not that guy.
That's so funny.
Whatever the fourth wall breaking state that's in the Elder Scrolls. I forget what it is. Kim, I think it is. But regardless, so he just says, you gave me so much, I figured I'd only give you a little bit of surprise welcome to Archenbridge and the sorts.
What does it mean? Just show everyone else too.
It means welcome into our fair city, and that you shall be marked safe.
From who?
Is this genuine?
Go ahead and make another insight check.
Ooh, I rolled pretty good this time.
One last
22?
22.
22!
You too?
All three of you got 22?
22.
Yay!
I can't even get 22.
Taylor Swift would be proud.
He as he's saying this and explaining it, there's an element of like, yes, he obviously marked you for something, but it's definitely not being marked you for being safe or even kind of a welcome to Archenbridge. He is trying to cover his tracks for being caught.
So from who?
Well, from many people within the city. There are many people that mean well within the town of Archenbridge, there's also those that would want you to do harm. Mainly, I think the Thieves Guild within this city.
What's the others?
Something like that with the mask.
Is this something that makes me a target?
No. It means that those who are followers within this Thieves' Temple, you did me a good service, and that you should not be attacked or anything along those lines.
Can I, like, kind of take Resonant's hand and, like, look and examine the marking and see if I can understand more about it while they're talking?
As you're doing it and looking at it, I'll say go and make a religion check.
And would thieves can't have any like extra knowledge that would come into this?
Not for this marking specifically.
Okay.
I got a nat 20!
Oh wow.
So,
Hey, Rosa!
23.
23. So even with the nat 20, so 23, regardless, you would know that everything he's talking about here, this is a symbol. This is one of the symbols for the god Mask, who is the god of thieves. So most likely the Thieves Guild here are probably followers of Mask. So in some way, this probably could work as Thieves Can, thinking about it, of where it would be marking someone as a potential. You would be able to understand this to a degree, Reservin, with this. Marking someone as a potential target or mark to be stolen from. You gave him a good amount, so he marked you.
Yep. Alize was thinking that. I was gonna say.
Did you put this on me because I gave you a lot of money?
I wanted to, well, in a manner of speak, I wanted to protect you.
Yeah, from Mask, your god.
Oh, he's not my god, but he is a god of those that operate within the city.
I feel like
Well-
you should take that off, please.
And Resvin, you just spent the last of our money given to this man. You have such a good heart.
Go ahead and make a deception check, Alice.
Yep.
Alice, you don't need to tell people we're broke or anything, and I'll give her a bardic inspiration.
Fair enough.
That's a D6.
If he allows me to, yeah.
I'll say because you're doing it, there's not really any hand waves or components to bardic inspiration. So I say it does go off. It's not like guidance where there are things to it.
Right.
29. I got a 6 on that bardic and a 19
My
flat
goodness.
score.
No.
Dang. So with that, the person seems to kind of nod along and lowers his head again, continuing just to hold on out.
Just remember, those who do good things to others should get good things back. But those who do bad things will just make more bad things happen.
Reservin, I'm going to say go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Okay.
My man.
I'll say because of the manner in which you said it, I think this probably would dictate with advantage.
Okay.
Yes, just like calm manner. It's so good.
All right. Well, one of the dice was a nat 1, so thankfully I had advantage. I got 15 though.
Okay. All right. Yes, of course. Of course, I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you after all of your kindness, my good sir. I hope you enjoy your time within the bounds of Archenbridge.
And you want to remove this kind little symbol from our friend here?
Oh, well, yes, of course. I don't know why you want to remove it. It's meant to mark safety, but absolutely, I can certainly do that. With that, and he kind of looks at your hand, and you see a brief flash, a brief quick flash that is almost not noticeable if you're being distracted. And as you look, the mark is gone.
Thank you.
Then he just gives a nod and just continues to have his little bit of a cup outstretched, and his posture seems to be hoping that you all would be leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
Well, good luck
That's
in
so
your
funny.
endeavors.
I'm just gonna look over to Resin and see if he's done.
Just gives him a look, but will turn to walk away. He took in a lot of his detail, that I'll say, of like what he looks like,
Yeah.
and things like that.
He very much is going for the elderly vagabond look. So
Mm-hmm. Is it obviously a disguise?
that, I'll say, will actually, since you're trying to see through if it's a possible disguise, that will actually be an investigation check.
And then also just like magical or natural.
Yeah,
too.
and yeah, that's why. Yeah, investigation will cover that.
Investigations, Resvins,
If
number
he-
one.
If he
stat.
tells her
Yeah.
to look, she'll help. But if he's just doing it himself, then I don't think I'd think about it.
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I just got a 9.
it's hard to tell. You're given that Resvin is from another plane, and this is one of the few times he's encountered someone basically working to identify marks. It's very hard to tell if this is a disguise. If it is, it is a really good one. If it is magical, it's a really good spell. It's hard to see if it's what it is or not. But it looks to be real from what you can tell, but it's hard to tell.
So he just kind of turns, and he'll look back at him a little sadly too as he walks away, but he'll keep walking with the group.
Before I turn, I just look at him. Well, seems all is fair. Just recommend a tip. Kindness was also given back to you. Maybe karma, you can find a nice warm night for yourself tonight, but maybe the 4 gold should go after someone really in need. You know, good things come back with good things. But good luck. I'll just turn around and join you guys. Sort of just kind of like,
Okay.
doesn't really care what he does, but kind of just giving him a recommendation of maybe do good.
Oh, wow, good job on catching that, you guys.
Yeah.
It is
You know-
always interesting to see people who feel like they have to do bad things. It is very sad.
It is. And we're probably going to see a lot of that in the city. And that's how they work, unfortunately. More people, more problems.
You know, the sad part is I was actually going to warn you when you put in that gold. And I was like, you know what? You're so kind that a lot of times it does good things. And I beat myself up for not being kinder to people. But Alize's right. In cities like this, people get desperate. They take the easy route out. Or they don't feel like they don't have any other options. Kind of like, the brother sister we met in the other town.
Yes.
It sucks because you don't want to have to think like that when trying to be kind, but there will be people that will continue to take advantage of you.
Mm-hmm. But let's try to spread nice kindness acts in a more, helpful sort of sense. See if, anybody at the temples or anything needs help. If we can buy some supplies and be able to hand them out to folks. I think that's a really good way of doing it.
Yes, I do not want the fear of someone doing bad to stop me from doing good.
No.
Good job, Reza. Well, all right. Team, eyes up. Find this library.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you make your way into the city, the massive doors are currently open, as it is currently that time of day of where caravans and things like that are left to exit and enter into the city at various stages. And you see that the guards here, in comparison to the places you've been, are a bit more heavily armored. Before you've seen like typical like light armors, but here you see that they are definitely do have breastplates with a heavy helmet, but still face fully visible, wearing pike and almost like chainmail of sorts underneath. And then as you start to make your way into the city, again, its sprawling nature is just almost overwhelming, as the buildings and structures are going like, normally you've been used to like 1 or 2 stories, but these ones are reaching almost 3 or higher. Shadows are being cast along the cobbled streets. It appears to be almost like that of a maze going through. And so, as you start to make your way, I'll say go ahead and, since you're trying to find the center of town and navigate a city, I'll say go ahead and make a survival check to see if you're able to go ahead and find the center of town for the temple.
All of us?
Yeah, or whoever's leading. It's gonna definitely be a group check.
Yeah, I mean, we all have our eyes out, so I'm sure
Yeah.
it's
8.
8. Okay.
Rose
I
is
think-
so distracted. She's really nervous.
Honestly, it's fitting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna focus in more, I think, on watching out for anybody who's
Yeah.
maybe being suspicious around us rather than navigating. I'll just follow them, but keep an eye out for everybody else.
All right. So
21.
I was like, please, Alize, please save us. I'm looking at
Save us.
shops every side. I get very distracted. Oh, that's a nice tie. Natural 1.
okay.
They
So
continue.
Reservin, so for insight, just to see if you can find anyone suspicious, go ahead and give me an insight.
Wow, that's a good one. 21.
You and Alize are just matching tonight.
On it. Yeah.
I mean,
My
wisdom was on
twins.
good rolls. My intelligence with some really bad rolls. It's
Yeah.
fitting, kind of.
It is. No, I love it. So as I'll say, so as you're kind of going, Rosa, again, you're just distracted by everything, but Gideon just being overwhelmed by all the shops and everything like that, by finally being in a big city after so long, most likely. And Alze, you're able to kind of guide everyone toward the center of the city based upon the way, the natural almost curving of the streets. Rezavin, as you're going and looking to see if anyone is keeping an eye on you, you definitely do see some people give glancing look at some elves having walked into the town, but also you do see that there are other elves walking around the streets, so it is a fairly still safe place to walk around. There are wide collection of humans, elves, dwarves, and halflings, and even some tieflings walking around. But no one that really seems to be specifically tracking you or keeping an eye out for you specifically. You don't see anyone like that yet.
Yeah. Okay.
We're all expecting it.
Gotta mess with their heads a little bit.
We'll be completely safe the whole time.
Yeah, no, and adventurers were always safe playing D&D.
Yeah.
Eventually, you do get to the center courtyard of the city, and it is sprawling. You see various performers going around, some with various streamers, others dancing, performing music, along with various stalls. And in the very center is this massive library that, again, seems to be about 2 stories tall, going into almost like a steeple chapel of sorts, with its architecture, pillars on each corner streaming above the rooftops. Beautiful in its design. And you just see outside there's a statue of what looks to be a woman holding scales in one hand and a book in another, in a very fine dress and robe, with what appears to be almost that of a blindfold across her eyes. And with that, you're able to recognize that as the temple to Ayun.
Oh, we're already here.
Well,
Good job.
yeah.
Yeah, it took you a few minutes to get here, mind you, but you did get there.
Oh, there's some shipboats by back there. They look fantastic. Anyways, I'm focused.
We can always
I'll
circle
just
back.
Whisper to Rosa too. I did not see anyone following us either.
Okay, good. Okay, that's good. She seems, the more we're in the city, like, she's really nervous, obviously. No surprise there, I'm sure.
Yeah. And so then, as you all make your way to the temple, one of the performers goes, breathes fire. Heart probably skips for a beat. Probably Rosa hearing a roaring fire go out, but you just see it's a fire breather giving off a slight performance as there's slight clapping going off. And as you start to make your way into the temple, again, there's an appearance of a massive library. One of the looks to be a tiefling man, adorned this time instead of robes, appears to be more that of a very fine suit of blues and silvers. And yes, welcome to one second. Welcome to the Library of Majesty, dedicated temple to Ayun. How may I be of assistance to you?
Well, appreciate the kind welcome. Beautiful, beautiful temple. My name's Gideon LeBlanc. These are my friends here. We just came from High Moon, actually, and we were told a bit of a delivery, maybe to help some of your people here if you had any infernal sicknesses.
Yes, we have had a few cases. You said your name was Gideon.
Yes, sir.
I take it then that one of you might be Rosa. Ah, there you are.
I'm waiting for you to say it before I point to you. Like,
Ah, there you are. Well, excellent. That's great to hear. We have someone here who has been waiting your arrival. But before we get to that, regarding that, the infernal sickness, we have had some reports of that. Luckily, we have also had information shared regarding a cure. We've been trying to procure that, but good to know that you have assistance to that.
I just like slowly hand him a file of what I made. I actually made one if you want it.
Yeah.
That will help you.
Yeah, you see him reach into like one of his coat pockets, the interior coat pockets, pull out a little bit of like a monocle and puts it on, and then kind of examines it. You see there's like a little glisten going on with the monocle as he examines it. Fascinating.
Miss Rosa here actually can help make more of them, actually. Quite skilled.
Oh, perfect. Yes, so we'll definitely take this to those who study these kind of things below. And we'll see about doing potential mass production of this. I imagine those within the Dalelands and potentially within Cormyr will want something along these lines. So...
I just look back to Reservin with a glance of like, you good?
Yeah, I want to roll insight on him too.
Just
We're all
with
scared.
everything we've stumbled across, yeah.
We're scared!
Avon would be living his best life.
I
right
know,
now.
you guys are inciting the curator?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he knew it.
Actually, like a thief didn't meet us here. I mean, granted, he knows information, but still.
Yes.
17.
Okay.
Not as good as I've been rolling.
Rosa?
Oh, I rolled a 2. So,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like a 5 total. Or
There,
something. I don't know.
again, heart pounding, just No thoughts. It's like
No
going in,
thoughts.
it's like going in to like a final exam. There are no thoughts. Gideon, did you roll insight?
Yeah, he's going to. Sorry.
Alize, did you roll insight?
What's
18.
happening? Literally another one.
Oh man.
Bruh. It
Where's my green dice? I'm gonna switch it up. I need Gideon.
if we were playing Call
Alright.
if we were playing Call of Cthulhu, you'd be king of the world right now.
No, bro, you don't understand. I rolled at least 5 ones on Sunday. Like, I'm just continuing the trend.
Oh my
That-
gosh.
I got into death save territory too.
I maintain that every table needs at least one person who always rolls ones, even if it rotates each session. But anyway, as you're kind of looking, Rosa, again, your heart is pounding. It's hard to really focus. This man has just named you. But with that, Resivant and Alze, he definitely is giving off a friendly exterior, but that's because there is a genuine nature to it. He's trying to appear calming. He seems like, again, he's not trying to pull a wool over any eyes. Just being authentic, and there's excitement in getting a cure, and also excitement in finally you all having arrived.
Okay. Alice is going to kind of relax her shoulders, and it's good to meet you and see a good friendly face here.
Yes, forgive me. My name is Grimble.
Oh, Grimble. Alize.
Pleasure.
Well, excellent to meet you all. But I do believe you have someone that this all, of course, is important, but I believe you all have something that's a bit more important as he kind of stuffs it into his coat pocket. I will take that down for research. You all have
If you have any questions, let me know.
Be more than happy to. I'd love to pick your brain later about those kind of informations. Of course, I'm speaking metaphorically. I can see that you're rather tense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, I knew you meant that the whole time. Yep.
Okay, excellent. I understand. I don't know specifics, but I just seeing your posture, it's quite all right.
We had a first interaction with the Thieves Guild already on the way in. It just, nerves went up.
Yeah,
So.
of course, the Temple of Mask would. My
It's kind of
apologies.
scary.
Of course it would be. My apologies. But regardless, if you follow me, I shall take you to the person that you came here for. So, with
Thanks.
that, he leads you to a side door to his right as he opens it up, and it leads to a spiral staircase leading downward and downward as he takes kind of a torch to lead you all, and eventually leading to an oak door that he just gives a slight series of knocks, which eventually series of locks open up, and eventually the door comes open, and you see what looks to be a dwarven male, kind of adorned in various armors, and going like, "Hey, what you doing, Grimble? Who do you have here? We have visitors for Amethyst." "Oh, you lot. All right. Well, come on in." And you look, and you see what looks to be a massive basement where there's cots, places for sleeping, as well as table for food and drink. And near one of the chairs off in the distance, you see a half-elven woman with long raven hair, streaks of blue in it, with a cloak, and also seems to be a violin next to her. She seems to be reading a book as she looks on up. "Ah, you lots, you finally made it here."
Glad you're alive.
She puts the book down, walks on up. Believe me, I am too. If it wasn't for your message, I probably would have been in a little bit more of a bind. But with that, we came down here for a little bit of a Harper safe house, I guess you could call it.
Yeah. I wondered if this was the Harper safe house. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
We won't tell anyone.
No, if you did, we would have to kill you, and I'm not joking.
Oh, I know you're not.
Not joking.
That's-
Too many people
I'll-
have thought she was joking before. It's just saves time. Say
To
it
be
after.
fair, I was going to make a joke about blackmail and being paid for that, but yeah, no, I'm going to keep that one to myself because
It's
that's
all-
not
I
funny
mean-
anymore.
To be fair, I've run into others here and there over the centuries, so
Don't worry, we're good at secrets by this point.
I would certainly hope so. But regardless, well, guess you have some questions, and I have potentially some answers. So, let's get to it. And we'll go and take a break for tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Got some fun stuff. Finally in Archenbridge. Haven't even met back up with Amethyst. Lots of fun stuff. Lots of really fun metropolis to explore. So gonna be a fun thing. A lot of fun things to come, everybody. So stay tuned. welcome back, everybody. If you're just now joining us, thank you all so much for joining us. Our party has arrived finally within the metropolis of Archenbridge, where they have met up with Amethyst, the Harper, within the Temple of Ioun, and toward the center of the city, as they are currently below in a Harper safe house of sorts that's rather barren, but definitely meant to keep everyone safe who lives there. And so, Amethyst is before you all, standing expectantly. Well, I imagine you all have some questions. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. And, well, first of all, I do want to say thank you all for that message. It was very timely and made sure I was able to keep safe.
Yeah, did you see what the trap would have been? Did you spot something, or did you just kind of run and hide and you don't know?
I dug up as much information as I could, and then I basically went underground. I didn't risk trying to figure out what this trap was, or even trying to spring it without any major backup. Though some hoppers, I think, have tried to discover it, but I haven't heard from them. But all we know is that the trap hasn't been sprung, so it's probably still out there if they haven't moved on already.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of mentioned that you found some stuff out. What? I mean, specifically.
Yes, I came here because there's a person that I knew, my contact. When we had confirmation, I had my suspicions that it was potentially the cult of Dendar, but now that you've mentioned it, I'm glad I came here, because the person who is my contact was at one point a member of the cult. They've since been flipped.
Oh, okay. And you trust them?
Yes, I do. I'm the one that flipped them. Was able to help them,
Okay.
and I'm keeping their identity a bit of a secret, though they are curious to meet you. And they can probably provide more intel. But if we were to do it, it would have to be on the outskirts of town, at the Grave Hollow. And preferably at night. The later the better, probably about 10 p.m. or so.
Why those
Why is that?
specifications?
For reasons that I cannot say here, but will be self-explanatory when it does happen. And mind you, I'm not trying to mislead you, but there's certain information about my contact that they would prefer to keep secret.
Okay.
Yeah, I know we've been doing this a lot. Gideon wants to insight that.
Yep.
Just to be sure.
Same.
I know
Just
we've been doing a
aware
lot.
of
I
situations.
apologize.
Don't apologize. You guys are in a very strange situation. So
We are. Okay. Insight. I got an 18.
Nice. 9.
right, and you also
8.
Right, 8.
Wasn't that high?
Resident, did you roll at all or no?
20.
There we go.
Okay. So Alzane Gideon, her training as a Harper is obvious. She is very hard to read in her facial expressions. She's giving very little away. Resident and Rosa, as you're kind of examining her, her body language gives off a very casual vibe, where she is clearly being as forthright and honest as she possibly can be in this situation, without giving too much away.
Okay. Okay, so you're getting most of your info from them, then, you're saying?
I getting a lot of my information from them. They have they had strong connections within the cult. They are aware of how things move and how the people move, and potentially even, well, most like to provide a bit of a branch. I do know that this person is aware of who the leader of this cult is that has your family.
Okay.
And that they are
There's a good lead.
heavily active along the Dragon Coast and within Cormier.
Do you have a name of them, or is this for later?
The name is something that they would unfortunately not reveal to me. Seems that they were hoping you all would meet, but if that is something that you are not comfortable in doing, I can convince otherwise.
I mean, why do they care about meeting with us?
I do not know. That is something that was rather curious. But possibly, considering my assumption is probably wanting to meet you, Rosa, considering your family has connections to defeating the cult of Dendar several times. Most likely would want to meet the face of, or at least one of the faces of the family that thwarted her cult a few times.
Yeah, the face. Yeah, did you tell her that that's not it? Or them, whoever?
Yeah, I tried, but there's a fervency within. And it makes sense why there's a fervency there to a degree. But anyway,
Even if it's a trap, information might be worth the risk.
If this were a trap, then I deserve. If this is a trap, then I deserve to be killed and not be considered a harper.
Oh,
No.
that intense, huh?
Could be using you just as much. I mean, I believe you. I'm just saying we are at all times keeping our guard up.
And that is smart. But one thing you have to understand is that as a harper, we are trained to look out for injustice, for things of that nature. And if this person had any ill intent, then that would go against everything that I was trained to do as a harper. And I don't deserve to be one if I can't suss that out.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I get it. You were careful. Okay, so is there any activity here in the city then that you were picking up on aside from meeting with this person?
Yeah. As far as, well, it's not even really appropriate to call it a cult activity. The most activity I saw that was of ill intent is that mask in the Thieves Guild there, but
Oh yeah.
they just act normally within the city bounds. But they have been acting a little strange. They're a little bit more sporadic than normal. Almost like they're keeping their eyes out for either people or specific targets. It's rather curious, but it's a little outside their nature. Normally they just hit targets that they can, and if they can find a really good mark, hit that. So it has been something that I have been of note, that their behavior has been a little bit counter to what I am aware of with masked thieves guilds.
Yeah, that literally just happened to us, so...
They chose the right mark.
you removed it, I'm assuming, or since you discovered it, or it got removed?
Yeah,
Just
it's
seen him go. It
gone
was quite intimidating in like the most calming and unintimidating way. It was very intimidating.
Well, that is interesting to note that you've already had an interaction with them, so we'll see what comes with that.
He didn't want to send anyone. There were on the bridge coming in. Sitting there as some peddler.
hmm
She looks over. Sorry.
Oh, it sort of seemed like it was Rezavan that got the mark.
Hmm.
And it seems like he did give him a lot of money because he was like a beggar. So it might just be that he was looking for cash at the time, but I don't know. If you're saying they're acting weird, maybe they were looking out for us. They definitely sent like some report along sorry, I'm frazzled. The cult's activity when we intercepted, they got messages out, like who I was with and stuff and where I was.
Well, that's certainly concerning.
Yeah.
She looks over to the dwarf, and the dwarf gives a nod, and at that point goes ahead and heads out the door. He will look into this beggar to see if we can inquire as to who he is, and see if we can get any information. But
That would be good.
yes,
He'll just look. You're not going to kill him, right?
No, that's not our job. We don't kill unless we absolutely have to. But even then, we prefer people who are corrupt in nature be ousted. We like to have as invisible of a hand in the movement of society as possible. That's why
Okay.
it's why we don't like people sharing our names or anything like that. So me sharing with you all that I am in fact a harper is something that is meant to be of utmost trust. People are aware that we exist, but they do not know who we are.
Understood.
Okay. And then I don't remember how much we were able to communicate to you what happened on our end. But we intercepted like this whole like activity trying to bring the town full of like nightmares and things.
Yes.
They had taken over the bathhouse. And were, kind of getting guards into their ranks through coercion and stuff. So, I mean, really the only reason why we stumbled across it is because Rezavan, like, just flat out told him that he was watching. It was crazy. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. But anyway,
well, she kind of looks
Yeah.
she kind of looks over to residents like having the ability to weed out those who'd be causing harm. You might have the makings of a harper there, resident, if you're just ever so inclined.
I do also like to not be seen.
Very, very curious. We'll probably have to keep your name in interest. But regardless, that does bring to mind my contact when that was brought to my attention. My contact did mention along the lines of it seems to be a consistent thing to feed Dendar nightmares, as Dendar herself, well, her realm is all about nightmares and feeding off of it to become stronger. It's possible that bringing those and capturing those, especially those that were responsible for stopping the cult over and over again, are especially targeted. Anyone can be a target, have their nightmares be fed to offer as food, ultimately led to a sacrifice. But it's possible that your parents especially were looked after and sought after too, because you were enemies to Dendar. And to
Yeah,
keep in
just
that
revenge. Right.
to keep in that state as a nightmare, almost as a way of punishment of sorts, a sign of this leader, a sign of loyalty to Dendar.
Yeah. I mean, I figured there was a chance it'd happen at some point. It was definitely confirmed, though. I mean, she came to me in some weird vision dream thing and was taunting me about it. So she's definitely still on the lookout for me and Ophelia, too.
That makes sense, because it seems that the taking of your village was a means to draw you out.
Yeah. They have that, too. Where did they say that it was again? There was like a...
It is. Oh man, where's my note?
Yeah, I'll look for my notes, too.
Why can't I find my note?
All I see is
Wait, we're looking
Tyler
for
the
what?
rat in all caps.
Yeah.
Tyler!
There's a name of it though. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say your characters can go ahead and make intelligence checks to try and recall the name.
Can I do this
Oh.
too?
Dendar feeding
for anyone?
nightmare spider.
I found it.
Oh, okay.
It's funny, I guessed it and I was like, no, that can't be right. And it was right. The fugue plane.
Her
It's called the fugue plane?
her brow kind of furrows at that. I've definitely heard the name, but as far as what it is, I don't recall what it is or anything beyond that, aside from the fact that that is where Dendar supposedly resides.
Yeah, they mentioned they took the whole village there. Like, yeah.
That is not
So-
that's not surprising. Putting it on another plane to draw you out, cause you to live your own nightmare again.
Yep, don't need to sleep for this. Free of charge.
She, at the mention of that, Amethyst just kind of walk on over, puts her hand on your shoulder. Don't worry, darling. We'll get your family and we'll get your village back. One way or another.
Resident's nodding.
Thanks. I did want to come at least try to help. I don't know how much use I can be, but...
Your family did a lot to stop Dendar. That already could potentially give more assistance. You probably have more knowledge about fighting the cult of Dendar than you realize. That is already a big leg up than most of us have probably at this point.
I do remember a lot that I could manage, I guess. But I can try.
Of course. With that, she kind of steps back. But again, if you all do not feel comfortable meeting my contact for understandable reasons, I provided information that said it too many times now, that she has given me.
Okay. Did she mention the spider? A person named the spider?
I did inquire about the spider.
Yeah.
She... How to put it? She kind of folds her arms a little bit. Not really facing you all, kind of looking at the wall, almost a little bit of ceiling, trying, just clearly puzzling how to figure out how to phrase this. She has very specific expertise regarding potentially what he might be. Given the nature of the fact that he's able to hunt down Harpers, despite the fact that we live in the shadows and do not let people know our names, leads her to believe that he might be a Revenant.
A spider?
Revenants
I mean-
are able to track down souls that they swore vengeance against. It's the only explanation that she has, outside of potentially being an agent of the Zentarum. And
Could be both.
Very well could be.
Because, yeah, we had just talked to someone about Revenants, and I'm trying to remember who it was.
Had a
Did you
couple
say?
conversations about Revenants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their wake.
Yeah, are they awake? Or...
Crazy.
Yeah, roll credits. There it is, folks. All right.
Well,
Wow, we
did,
found it!
Ta-da!
Saloon and the Ravens Queen Temple. It's the two places, right?
Yeah, though you've spoken with Nell at the very beginning of your journey about undead. Further information about undead also did come up with Siloon, and then further on within Ashbenford.
I can't quite remember. I know we're saying Gideon was trying to be resurrected, but his soul got
Yeah, he's not.
zoinked.
He's not a.
He's not
a
actually Revenant, right?
No,
Okay.
Revenants are driven by revenge. Their level of sentience does vary, but they are largely, based upon what you know, they are driven solely by revenge, effectively.
Interesting.
But again, we don't have any confirmation though. We only have a theory, but this contact has specific expertise regarding that.
And so we were thinking that their vengeance point would be some sort of Harper, or Harpers in general.
Possibly. As to why I
Well, and sorry.
as to why I have no idea, but honestly, any number of people can have vengeance against Harpers, but even then you have to know specific people.
Well, and the fact that he's working with, it almost looks like multiple groups at this point. Or something like...
Almost like an enemy of my enemy is my friend. Maybe they're trying to track down the identity of someone that have revenge on. Maybe they saw the face.
Again, all we have is a theory. We don't have any confirmation.
Well, that's good to know, to keep in mind, I guess. We should probably do some research on Revenants to see if, there's anything that can
We did get a glance that they were potentially operating near the coast as well.
Yes, we've heard that. We are close enough to the coast that we decided to... It was another reason to go into the safe house. But beyond that, I have no idea.
So, back when we were in High Moon originally, and I found that footprint that was supposedly the spiders, and I had taken note of that. Alize would have drawn more like a to scale thing on the print. She's gonna pull that out and hand that to Amethyst. I found this footprint, and I'm like 99% sure it's the spiders. I found it in High Moon on a rooftop right when I saw him running. I couldn't track him after that, but I did see him running. and I did get this.
Makes
So
sense.
do with that what you will.
She nods and folds, kind of walks over her book, kind of puts it in there. Don't know. It's a footprint. It's something. Something is better than nothing at this point.
True. I mean, especially if you're scouting up above the rooftops and such, and you see footprints. Obviously, one, they're not supposed to be there, but two, you might be able to lead. But who knows? Maybe this revenant has shape-changing abilities, or wearing shoes that are bigger or smaller. Who knows? It could be a bunch of factors, but
Yes,
thought it might be helpful at least.
potentially. Yes.
I was just thinking that. Go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead. No,
No, mine
I'm
was stupid.
changing the
No, mine is
subject.
very stupid. No, please move on. It's a very
Please
stupid
move
thought that
on.
we do need. We do not need to duplicate. It'll be a waste of your time. You'll be dumber for hearing it.
Okay, that's good. Okay. How's Ophelia? Have you heard anything? Updates?
Yes. She is doing well. We currently have her within a safe house within one of the cities within Cormier. Marsember is was the city that we had her held. She's safe. She's in an unknown location. We were worried since it is a coast city with the spider being active, but I haven't had any reports of anything occurring within those city limits. So since things have been seemingly okay, we haven't felt the need to move her yet.
How are you keeping her in one place? I feel like she would be wanting to run in there and do something about it.
From reports, it's been very difficult. But
I don't envy them. I'm just saying.
I've just had reports that it's been a very big challenge, but we've been doing what we can.
Yeah.
So, again, we can only get so much across with sending spells.
Right. You don't have to this very moment in case you want to be on your guard or whatever for us getting out of the city, but sometime if you could send her a message. Have you met her, I guess? Maybe you haven't even met her.
I have personally not met her.
Oh, okay.
But we have contacts within the temple that can definitely get a sending spell across.
To her.
Maybe not to her directly, but definitely to people.
Down the chain? Okay.
Down the chain,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. That'd be helpful. I don't know if this helps, but bribery works with her.
We have figured that out. One of the Harpers was carrying around treats.
We figured that out.
One of the Harpers was carrying around treats, and that seemed to do something.
Yeah, it distracts her enough for 5 minutes. I mean, it doesn't help for long term because obviously parents in jeopardy, but good, smart on Harper's.
Luckily, with your parents being in peril, it's been a little bit easier to convince that this is a necessity, but keeping her entertained to make sure that she doesn't run out the door,
Right.
that's been a thing of making sure that she's entertained in some capacity. But
yeah,
giving her things to read and games are assisting.
Right. Have you heard anything from my aunt?
She seems to be doing all right. But haven't heard much from her. But last we heard, she seemed to be doing okay. It seems to be your parents are mainly the targets.
Okay. She's still in the Feywild.
Best as we can tell, and the cult of Dendar has no desire to go to the Feywild, it seems.
Yeah, smart. Be destroyed there.
Just take them there. Okay. Oh, this doesn't have anything to do with the cult, but I didn't know if you knew any contacts that could help Revenant with something.
Yeah, well, it depends on the context. I might be able to know something in general, but what do you need?
I just kind of look, unless if you're waiting for me to talk first, I can, but.
I don't know what you're referring to necessarily.
Oh,
so you-
sure, okay. She's mentioned it a few times, but it's okay if you don't remember. So Rezavan comes from a different plane, and his people were attacked, and he doesn't know where any of them are. And he managed to make it out into this plane. And so we were trying to figure out a way we could track, like, where his family might be, or really anyone from his temple or anything. And I didn't know if maybe any of your contacts around the area or even beyond this area might have seen anyone like him.
She kind of looks at you, Rezavan. I can't. Me personally, I can't say that I've seen any Shadakai around here. As far as
Not everyone in my group is a Shadarkai, but many will
okay.
have symbols like this.
Well, that's good to know. That's helpful, actually. But as far as things are concerned, from another plane with symbols like that, the ability to shift between planes is a rare ability these days. I might know someone along the Sword Coast that potentially there might be a High Harper on the Sword Coast that might know something. But even then, that's a long shot. Just the ability to track down your parents, your whole clan, and what happened to them. It's, especially with all the planes out there, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack within a haystack within a haystack. It is. I don't mean to put a damper on it or anything along those lines, but me personally, I don't know anybody. I don't have any contacts that operate with the planes. Us Harpers in general don't really worry or concern ourselves with other planes of existence outside the material. And as I said, the ability to shift between the planes is a rare ability for some mages to obtain.
Yes, thank you for your thoughts.
Though, now that I think about it, this is a long shot, and it's possibly risky. But on the outskirts of town, toward the on the opposite direction of where the grave hollow is located, there's a wizard's tower. Ozul, wizard. It's long been abandoned. He apparently warned people to not go there. Obviously, because it's a mage. He probably has arcane traps and locks on it, but he was a powerful mage. It is indeed possible that he could have something pertaining to other planes of existence and other knowledge about it. Per your family, I can't say. But it could be something. If be it risky.
Sorry, where'd you say that was?
It's on the outskirts of town. She kind of looks at the directions. A little bit, almost, let me think here for a second.
Is that ruin tower that we saw?
If you saw it coming in from the bridge, yes, it would be toward the west of town of sorts. So,
Okay.
If you're looking on the picture, it's basically off the map, off the top of the map. So it's on the outskirts, but he was a very powerful mage at one point. But it's been long since abandoned for over. Oh, my apologies. I got the name wrong. It's Orosul. Orosul. Been abandoned for hundreds of years at this point. And the mage is possibly dead, for all we know.
Or he's just kicking it in there.
Possibly, but he gave a warning to the swords when he left that for no one to enter the tower. But that's why it's a risk. But there could be information in there that could be of value about the planes that you might be able to use to your advantage. But again, risky.
Well, if we're
You can
also
always
dealing
come in
with
from
the fugue. Oh, true. I mean, if we're dealing with trying to figure out the fugue plane anyway, like there's multiple planes we're trying to look into at this point.
Mhm.
So it might be a good lead regardless.
We're in Ioun's temple, so maybe we could all try pray into her. It worked at Bahamut's temple, so maybe we can also ask her. I don't know.
Ioun is not necessarily a god that operates like that.
Oh,
She would prefer for you to seek out the knowledge rather than inquire to her directly. She wants you to
But
do the
isn't
work.
that-
It's like half the
I
fun
hate
is looking
homework.
for the knowledge.
She's,
well, yes and no. But when you're a 2,000-year-old mystery, it gets annoying. But
Amethyst kind of
it's
looks
fine.
at you a little bit inquisitively
Like
at that
what?
statement.
If you've heard of Avriel winged elves, also just throwing that out there. Any information you find.
I mean, I've heard of legends, but that's really about it. Oh,
I'm one. I just hide my wings
walking
in this bag.
A walking legend then. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, she's really old.
Thanks.
You're
I
welcome.
look good for my age.
You
But we're just also seeking out that kind of knowledge and information. So while you're also adding to the list, that's another thing. That's not important though. But there is a developing mystery with that too. So,
Well, that is definitely
that's good to know about Ioun. Dang it.
That is definitely outside of my purview for knowledge and things like that. But there's definitely information that can be had here in the temple. I'm not sure how much, but it is an expansive library where you'll be able to find out more information as much as possible.
Okay, yeah, we could definitely spend some time here. I can't think of anything else. Oh, we've noticed when we were dealing with the cult in the other city, they were using a rod of dominion or something, or crown or something, like
The dominance thing.
dominate person. So
Yeah.
if people are acting abnormal, that's also something to look out for.
She nods to that. Well, that is certainly good to know.
How would you, in your position as Harper's, if you were put in that situation and had to use that to interrogate someone that was using it against you, is that kind of considered beyond the Harper's level of?
To a degree,
I know,
yeah.
I know there's a line. Yeah.
To a degree, yes, we would consider that a bit beyond.
Trying to see that as a pattern. All right.
Okay.
Do you know anyone that has knowledge on enchanted artifacts, maybe broken ones, still hold the magic?
Well, you're definitely within a magical. You're definitely in a metropolis. There's definitely lots of people around here that can definitely assist you in that regard. As far as here, there's definitely probably some knowledge that can be gained on it. If you're looking to repair it, I'm not the one to inquire about that, really. But there's definitely shops, blacksmiths, that most likely would have a specific forges that could reforge something.
You don't have a specific Harper's relationship with any of them?
We don't necessarily, no, we don't necessarily work in that regard. Again, we work in the shadows. We don't necessarily.
Cool.
So,
I just figured the Harpers would need to take care of their own weapons too, you know?
we do, but we have our own ways of doing that.
That's fair.
So, as well, I do trust you and to have my name. There are some elements within our faction that I cannot provide provisos for you because you are not members.
Oh, understood. We were just trying to see if you could point us in a direction. That's all right. We can find someone.
So, are you planning on hiding out here then?
I
Or
am.
were you going to come with us?
I am planning on hiding out, but if you were wanting to, if you agreed to meet my contact, then I will be coming out with you and guide you to the house to be able to have a little bit of a conversation.
I just looked to the others.
What do you guys think? Should we meet?
I'm willing to go.
Yeah. I feel like it might be worth it. It doesn't. Well, it does carry its own risks, though, and potentials.
I mean, we definitely know there's a trap out there. We just don't know what it is. So,
I'll make sure to disguise myself in some capacity.
that's probably smart. I don't really have that ability. I could be like an animal or something, though, if we don't want me just walking around.
That could be smart. If anyone has the ability
That's true.
to disguise yourselves, that is definitely a boon. But you do not. I get it. They're most likely looking for me. I don't think they'd be looking for you just yet. But again, use your
Yeah.
own judgment for that.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah, I
what
mean, in Ashbin Ford, Rosa specifically was sought out pretty hard, and we seem to carry a little bit of recognition only because of association. So, unfortunately, that spell hasn't tapped back yet, but we could try to figure something out to disguise.
It's so funny. Every time when I signed up for courses at the Bard's College, I was gonna go, you know, changing your garb and deception with some like friend spells, and I was like, you know, I'm never gonna do that. I went in different directions. This is like the third time I feel like I could have found it useful. One day, I'll
That's
pick up a book or
unfortunate.
something. Yeah, I thought that'd be too subterfuging, you know, but
Okay. I mean, I'm okay with trying, at least, to meet.
Yep. With that, she gives a nod. And goes, very well. My contact will we can set out here about 10 o'clock at night. Gives you all a bit of time to rest. She looks. Obviously, you all are welcome to stay here, but if you prefer to find your own inn, you absolutely are free to do so as well. But she looks. I can only maybe offer you at least a night here. Beyond that, can't say much more.
that'd be a good place to stay at least for tonight, just for now.
I would feel
Get
better
through the
staying
meeting.
here.
Not a bad.
Yep.
Not a bad plan. Again, upstairs is more than open to you. She points. There's food, always restocked at the beginning of every day. So, if you wish to do research, you can explore the city a bit before heading out to the meeting. From there, the decision is yours.
Okay.
Is there a burial grounds here?
Yes. If you would have seen that keep on the hill coming into the city, There's definitely a mass burial grounds near there. They try to keep it on a little bit of the outskirts of town. People being
Nothing here in this
in this,
building.
no, we're not that kind of temple.
Okay.
The people prefer in massive cities like this. People prefer to keep their dead on the outskirts, with the risk of undead and things of that nature.
Yeah.
There's a heavy iron gate. You'll be able to find it. But it is a 15-20 minute walk away from here.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, thanks, Amethyst.
Just a quick powwow, and I apologize because my brain, it feels like a sponge right now. I'm trying to connect everything and keep everything straight. I'm going back through my notes and all. So, Dendar is your enemy, and behind everything happened there, right?
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't like us.
But then we also have the Chained Oblivion.
Yep.
And now this Withered Oblivion.
That's kind of the same thing, we think. Because the
You think they're
chained
interchangeable or within
well,
or
the
three
cult,
different entities?
we think it's like a Wither Oblivion is the group. It's like a group of people.
Yeah, the Withering
And
Oblivion.
the chained Oblivion is the being that we're worried that they're trying to release.
Which is
The
not
wo-
separate.
I don't think so, unless there's some secret knowledge that has not been uncovered that they're all the same thing. But I'm doubting it is.
Yeah, they're
No.
just DM clarity. They are very much separate. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not
seemed
going.
like what it looked like.
I'm not going
Yeah.
that far to say, yeah, they're one and the same. No,
All the bad deities are the same thing.
Yeah.
that is such a cliched plot line. I'm not doing that. So
I'm just trying to keep all of our parties at
no, you're good.
play and understand where they're at. And Spider is the one interacting with the Chained Oblivion or the Withering Oblivion, right? The cult.
I think so.
Hmm?
Yeah.
And the Spider's the one working with the Withering Oblivion. That's the connection we have there.
Yeah, it also seems to be working with the cult. Yeah.
That spider just enjoys cult. If you're a cult, you
Yeah.
can hire him.
He's hanging out in multiple cults.
Both
Yeah.
Dendar and the Withering
Yes.
Oblivion.
Yes. And we
Maybe that's
did
why I'm
just
getting
learn
him
that kind of
backed up.
too. Like,
Yeah.
we knew he was associated with Withering Oblivion for quite a bit. And then the sister, the cult sister, was like, oh yeah, the spider. I was talking to him. And we're like, wait, what? Him again? So,
And we know everything happened around High Moon and the cities were the Withering Oblivion, right?
Mhm.
But Dendar is your family and the farms being taken
Which is
with the feet slate. Yeah, okay.
Nightmares. Mm-hmm.
yes.
And then the spider potentially is working with both.
And it's also potentially Dendar that was reaching out to Rezavan to interrupt his dream because he's looking at the fugue plane? Or is that different?
That separate. Like, just,
Okay.
I don't mind saying this,
Yeah.
DM. I'm keeping that just to help keep things clear. That is separate. That's a different thing.
Okay. That's good to know because
Yeah.
there's that overlap that
Yeah.
like I could see if that happened.
That's the part where I think
but
where I'm
also
starting to
it
get
makes
a
sense.
little confused on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay. So the Withering Oblivion, they're big things. The Chained Oblivion. And we know from the two brothers and sister cultists that it is a female that they're working for within the Withering Oblivion.
No.
No.
We don't know if it is
That was a lot of clarification of we don't know. They don't know.
Well, they
We
kept
don't
saying
know.
she.
And that's the cult of Dendar.
That we
Oh,
had
I
a whole
thought that was within
conversation
Oblivion.
about that
Okay,
earlier,
okay,
too.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. That's where I'm getting confused because I'm like, there's ties connected. Okay. So those two were the Dendar.
The only tie between Oblivion and Dendar is the spider. That's it.
Yeah, the spider, that's it. Yeah.
Well, except for the fact that they've been kidnapping people around. Oh no, they're not kidnapping. Okay.
They're kidnapping.
making-
They're kidnapping for different reasons.
Different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where
One's
I'm like, okay.
kidnapping for sleepy
Cults do
time,
symptom
and the
things, yeah.
other is kidnapping for horrific transformation sacrifices.
Yeah.
Okay. I think for a little bit there, I was like, maybe they are just connected and just being like, hey, let's team up and we'll split up our
Yeah.
goods among ourselves and use them however we want.
Yeah. And
Okay, so those are Dendar. Okay.
yeah, and I don't mind this being to provide clarity because there are a lot of plot points have been thrown around the last few sessions, so no worries.
Yeah, it just helps me not like
Yeah.
settle in on a theory going one direction. And
As far as everything you know,
interesting.
that's everything that you know. So
And they both work in dreams and nightmares, though. Is that
No.
another? No. Okay.
Only Dendar is dreams and nightmares.
Good old
Okay.
Dendon.
Okay. Sometimes just they all, floating
Please.
around and gotta just work it out and. Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. Got it now?
Yeah, I just always like, we just do a little spitball session and be like, yeah, sometimes when you say it out loud, people be like, oh yeah, I just realize that. Because of something we didn't think about it. Yep.
Yeah.
Also helps me move pieces around because that's pieces wrong there. So.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I probably corrected someone earlier from saying that and then just forgot myself. So.
It's okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Rosa like bites back a sassy comment, doesn't say anything.
I saw that. Insight check on Rosa. It could have been the concussion part, to be honest.
Yeah. It was probably the concussion.
I slide
Because
you
my
another
mind's now
gold and say thank you for being my paralegal.
Because we were just talking about all this other stuff, did we decide that we want to stay here for the night, or are we going to find another place?
Stay here.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought. But, okay.
Yes, I would like to be here tonight.
Wow, even you, Resident? I'm surprised.
Yes, I want to seek knowledge.
Oh. Here? In the library?
Yes, somewhere here.
Okay.
Resident is going to wind up haunting the halls of the library.
What did you say?
Are there-
Mark messaged me his passive stealth right now. What was it? It was so ridiculous.
If we go by passive rules for stealth, my passive stealth is a 22.
Yeah, because
Because you
It's
get,
like
How does that work?
so it'd be 15 plus 7. So
he like.
That
I
made
just like
Bidge
to
with the
imagine
quote.
that this poor person's in a library trying to read their book, and Resident's just behind them with like no sound. It's like,
walking.
what are you reading?
Yes, I am very, very stinky.
just walk silently everywhere.
but yeah.
Yep.
Level 4, gotta love it.
You look around. Resident, where are you? He just appears.
Where'd he
I've been
go?
here
Yeah.
the whole time.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, as the conversation seems to come to a bit of a close or wind down a little bit, what are you all doing for the rest of the day before meeting up with Amethyst's contact?
You want to go find a blacksmith or a weapon enchanter real quick?
We could
We'll do that
go
later.
for my dagger just to see if it would,
Oh, right.
if it can be fixed.
And I want to see
Do you all
Baba.
want to come? Or
Yeah, we could
Yeah.
come.
I think we need to stick together here, honestly. I don't really like the idea of splitting up at all right now, if that's
Yeah,
okay.
no.
Agreed.
Okay,
We need
Yes.
to
just in case.
all keep eyes around.
If we could hang out later here, like at the library, and do some like actual research, that would be really helpful.
Yeah, I want to do some research as well.
Okay.
Yes, and maybe a nice thing to drink as we study. My tongue is finally feeling better.
You know what?
Like 3 days of travel, no!
Everything's tastes like rubber
There's-
for 3 days.
That first sip after you get
Your tongue has healed.
you heal. Yeah. Right.
We could probably find something fun. What's something you've never had before that you want to have? That you've seen, but you're like, you've never had yet.
They probably have
I might not know what he hasn't had.
Well, so I clarified that he's seen.
You did.
There was someone who had a cup of a dark liquid that looked hot, but it had white stuff on top of it, little white things floating in it.
hot chocolate.
Yeah, hot cacao.
I was actually going to suggest that, like literally. I was like, have you had hot chocolate recipe?
You knew in
That's
your
what
heart.
I did.
Are we going to risk hot drinks again that quickly? Just putting that out
I
there.
will be careful this time.
Okay, sure.
I
Yeah,
learned.
hot
I think
chocolate.
that-
The cream
Lesson
helps cool it
learned.
down.
Do you like sweet stuff?
Yes.
It's very sweet. Okay, then you'll like it.
It's very good.
Get it?
Marshmallows are good too.
He just tries to do a sneak, like, good line. Just like, not saying it, but just like a face, like, all right.
To resume?
Yeah, like, nice.
You did it.
My man.
Resume's like, did what?
No, I meant the food.
Oh my gosh.
Well, let's go out to the market then. Find some hot
Yep.
chocolates. And I need a trinket from the town. I can wait. I just want to keep myself.
Oh, if you put coffee in the hot chocolate too, it's also delicious.
No, I don't want coffee anymore.
No, that's fair. I'm just saying for other folks, these two, if they haven't had it before, it's good
I
combo.
should definitely had coffee, yeah. But no, that's a good to mix them. I might do that.
Mm-hmm.
That actually reminds
I would say Residents
Reminds me
just
of-
get a vendetta against hot drinks.
Yeah, never again for coffee.
Yeah,
I will
well,
take an iced one, please.
Resident hot chocolate and coffee are about the same temperature.
I still will be careful.
He's willing to risk it for something new, but not for the coffee again.
Totally fine. I'm excited.
Okay.
Rosa. I didn't get a chance. Really much and drop my pen. That's my only pen. I need it back. The something I wanted to pass along to you. I figured you take care of them pretty well. I don't have many of them left, so I have one at home for special keeping, but I've been trying a new practice of letting go in the sake of honoring a lot of things, and I throw her a pouch of seeds. One of my friends, he was a druid as well, and whenever we travel, they'd gather seeds from different regions as how I picked up my own trinket thing. And
Oh.
I thought you had that really cool Druidcraft trip, and if it felt like utilizing something or, having a good reason for it, felt like you'd be the good one to hold on to these.
Are you sure? This seems important.
Like I said, I have a bag at home for my
Oh, right.
little mantelpiece for them, and I've been learning to just not hold on as tight. And I think you would really help honor them in living, not just in whatever I was doing before.
I mean, you've probably been to places I haven't been, so that's fun.
I'll just pick a seed at random and do druidcraft, like just right there.
Yeah, you pick
Roll
a
for flower.
yeah. You pick up what looks to be a seed to a daffodil of sorts. So you're able to go ahead and have it go and sprouts up ever so slightly as the roots go across your hand. The stem reaches up and eventually the bud does start to slowly but surely appear.
Pretty. Do you want it?
You find a good use for it.
Oh.
Matches your hair right now.
Oh yeah, it kind of does. Okay.
And she does not look like she needs convincing. She kind of like weaves it into her hair.
Like I said, I'm letting go. But thank you.
Thanks. I'll take good care of them.
Appreciate it. All right.
It's a good flower.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Watch out. There are going to be some cactus ones from the desert. That was a weird time frame. They still took seeds. I don't know why. They really hurt. So just be careful.
What? I have to do that. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Cactus are cool. Only seen one
Yeah, it
once.
was really cool out there, but just druidcraft, I can imagine. Ow,
Yeah.
it could hurt.
I mean, I can be careful. Yeah. Just I wouldn't put that in my hair.
Yeah, no.
Bad idea.
It's like Daleland roulette trying to figure out what seed that is. So good luck.
I know. Actually, this is not organized at all. It's kind of stressing me out. It's kind of making me want to like.
Haha!
That's
I'm not the only one who does it. It's a little bit validating.
Yeah,
Like her own seed pouch is like all like in different things. Like it's so like organized and meticulous and ridiculous.
It's one of those dice bag that has slots to it.
It is. That's
Yeah.
exactly how I was picturing it. Yes.
Says the guy that has one of those and it's off camera right now.
Yeah.
As I look over to my dice tray, that I don't even know if I have full sets of dice in it right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, my dice need to be organized, man.
Yeah,
With
organized.
with that, so then you all are going to be just looking for hot chocolate and also a blacksmith to potentially inquire about the broken blade, correct?
Yep.
Right.
Mhm.
As well as the
Great day, to be
glaive
honest.
stuff as well.
Yeah. As well as the glaive. Yeah, perfect. So as you make your way outside of the temple, Amethyst mentions, just if you do make your way back for resting, just make mention that it is you all and we will know if it's you or not.
So I didn't need to memorize that knock that Gimbal did.
No. And you can
Or
even
Grimble.
you can even have Grimble guide you down, but you all know where it is. And again, do not share the location.
No.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So I felt like I was going to sneeze. My apologies.
I was gonna say, bless you.
I felt it there. But anyway, as you are walking out into the courtyard again, the sun is continuing to set. It's probably about an hour later or so. The performers are still out, but some seem to be closing up. The stalls are still active, seemingly selling mainly various foods and also various goods, but seems to be more simple trinkets. To find what you guys are looking for, I'll say, let me know what you're looking for, and I'll say go ahead and make perception checks.
Blacksmiths and hot chocolate.
Well, okay, so you're looking for both then?
Or which one first?
I'm gonna be watching out for people following us again. I'm just
You're looking
I'm with the group. But I'm looking for people following us or taking note of us. Anything weird, suspicious, that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Because a while ago there wasn't anybody. That may change,
Yeah.
as your ominous
Also-
statement indicated.
I gotta have a look.
I want to look for hot chocolate. I'm also looking for people because I don't think I could like not be paranoid. But
Yeah.
Well,
You know.
the dice also need to hear that you're looking for people.
yeah.
All right.
Well, I actually was like, she would be looking for hot chocolate, but I'm like, no, I gotta make her paranoid. She's not just gonna be like, yeah, well, it's probably fine.
Yeah, gotta make her.
She
D&D.
finds hot chocolate right away, but she's like, that person's poisoning it. And it's like the third hot chocolate stand we have to find.
So,
It's an old lady that she's like, can't be an assassin.
Resident, what'd you give her perception?
Perception. I rolled a 23. Wow.
Whoa.
My wisdom skill rolls are just on fire tonight, apparently.
Apparently, Alize.
I rolled a natural 20 for a 25.
So you are
Hers is
looking
also on fire tonight.
specifically, yeah, seriously, specifically for the blacksmith and hot chocolate people. Gideon.
I am looking for a trinket or like a pendant of Elistray with 14.
Okay, illustrate 14.
I've been reading the book a little bit.
I can tell, and it makes me happy.
I was like doing both. I was like, this is fun.
Yeah, no, the book is actually very good.
Actually, I got to a point where I said the feed plate. I'm like, no. Keep going. I wanna read it.
Fair enough. I respect it. Rosa,
I got a 19.
19. All of you rolled fairly well. So with that, I'll say, Alize, since you're looking specifically for hot chocolate and blacksmith, and I'll even mention to include you in this, Rosa. You're looking around, and you do see that in the courtyard for locations, far off, almost like to the left, Alize, you notice that there appears to be a symbol for like a hammer and an anvil, and below it, it says Elgath's Provisions. And then both you and Rosa for hot chocolate are looking around and almost dead ahead. You see what looks to be a tavern / inn known as the Black Horse Inn. It has a wild black stallion as its symbol, rearing on its hind legs. You'd assume that's possibly where hot chocolate could definitely be served in an establishment like that, given that it looks to be fairly tall. There's a paned glass window that you can definitely see people going in and out, and are currently providing in various drinks. For Gideon, for Elistray, weirdly enough,
I'm sorry, I misspoke too a little bit. It's still Elistray, but not a pendant. He's looking for a what are they called? Like when you open it up and they dance a little bit. The
music box.
Music box?
Music box.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So for that, as you're currently looking around, you do in fact see what looks to be a stall of selling various goods, various fine wood carving material, from boxes to pens. And there does in fact seem to be some music boxes on display that are not necessarily spinning. As far as Elistray, they're, given the nature of Elistray, there does appear to be one currently for sale. Given who she is, she's a god that'd be okay to be selling in up here.
She's a dancing. I feel like a music box
Yeah.
might make sense for her. Yeah.
There's a Dendar one too, though. I'm just kidding.
Surprise!
It's nightmare
yes.
music.
And then for Rosa and Resivin, keeping a lookout. Rosa, you don't necessarily seem to notice anybody tracking or trailing you. It's just a fairly large crowd. Resivin, as you're currently looking around and scanning, as everyone's kind of doing a little bit of their own thing while staying together, you swear you see a glimpse of what looks to be almost like a cloaked figure, and then someone walks by, and then they're gone.
Is there any connection I get with that? Like vibe of what it would be related to, or just regular looking person? Is it supernatural looking person?
I'll say for
I've
that.
had people show up in the middle of the night, so
I'll say for that, go ahead and make a general insight check to see what you're able to piece together based upon, because it appears to be like wearing a dark cloak, almost trying to conceal a bit of appearances. The armor, it's hard to tell from how quick of a glimpse it is, but seems to be worn, hard to tell.
17. It was so close to landing on a 19 again, and then it fell off of it onto the 13. It was so sad.
The dice said not today. But as you're kind of looking at that and thinking about it, it's hard to tell who this person would have any connection to because it was such a quick glimpse. But because it was so quick, it seemed like the person almost wanted you to know.
Okay. So, first chance I'm nearby somebody. Something is following us in a dark cloak and armor. I think it wants us to know. It sees us. It's with us.
Keep our eyes
It's
open
gone.
then.
Oh no. Okay.
It's all right. We figured this would happen. I'd be
Yeah, right.
way more surprised if it didn't.
Yeah, true. I mean, yeah.
We'll just go do our errands really quick, just over here and here,
Mhm.
and we'll head back immediately.
Okay.
Do we want to try and interact with them? Or do they want us to see them? Or do you think it's a trap?
I could maybe try and find a quiet spot if they are following, that they may come talk to me.
Then range of us. Yeah.
Sure you feel okay talking?
Yes.
I guess if we're around to make sure it's okay.
If they are bad, that would be good to know. But if they are good, maybe they have things they can tell us.
Okay.
True.
Do we see like a quiet alleyway or like a place on the edge of shadows, like within eyesight of this marketplace that would
Oh,
be a good spot?
plenty. This is a massive city, so it's almost scrawling with alleyways that are dark and have shadowy corners.
So, you three can stay maybe 50 feet from me, and I go in there.
I mean, we could all just go and as well.
We could.
I could also be a spider again and be right next to you. If you want,
Yes,
like,
you could do
immediate
that too.
backup.
Whatever you
I just-
feel like doing, I am fine with.
Just feel like, I mean, we could keep within a certain distance too, but I feel like if you were to be ambushed or something, that's a lot harder to immediately run down after.
With Rosalia, you can still hit them from here.
50 feet
That'd be
isn't
good.
too far off.
It isn't. I mean, I can also climb above as well, but that might be dissuading them as too. So I don't
I
know.
was thinking it may be better if you three are together and I can try to get back to you if something happens,
Mm.
rather than us being all in separate places.
It's actually a good idea.
Okay, that's fine. We can try that then.
Mhm.
I can get quick somewhere with my little teleporty ability. So
Yes, me
if it
too.
gets bad, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Zephyr Strike makes me faster. I can do it in a pinch.
So
Wow,
if
these
we're doing
music
this,
boxes look amazing.
Yep.
Kind of like I'm
I'm
taking
gonna-
the scene out of it. But
I'm just gonna like kind of noticeable enough, but like not like very wildly.
Right.
But thieves can't. I'm gonna be in the alley if you want to talk.
Okay. Right. So, as you head into the alleyway, you three keeping your distance, but still being within reach. Resident, you're there. There's a series of crates around you. One that seems to be almost perfect, where you can definitely make a little bit of a lounge and sit if you desired. Few moments pass, and eventually, let's see. Coming from from behind you, from one of the buildings, from the alleyway, from the other building, that approaches one of the walls. You just hear, "Welcome to Archenbridge." The figure,
Look at them.
yeah, the figure is adorned in a black cloak of sorts, red armor, a little bit. Their face is slightly obscured. Around their neck, you see a symbol, and that symbol is the circle with the claw marks that make a grate that you recognize as the symbol of the Withering Oblivion. And he's just, again, the shadows are covering his face. "Did you make contact with Amethyst?"
Who are you?
"Did you make contact with Amethyst?"
I don't know who you are.
"Well, I know who you all are. And I could potentially help you. But I need to know, did you contact Amethyst?"
Why should I answer that?
Because he lifts his face ever so slightly, and one half of his face is visible, and you just see a decaying face, bone and muscle partially visible as flesh seems to be almost rotting off. Kind of looks at you with one eye. "Because she's why I'm like this."
Are you the spider?
He gives a bow. "In the flesh, as it were. Now, did you contact Amethyst?"
Do you want to harm her?
I wish to set the record straight.
And that means what?
I want to know why she left me to die.
Well, maybe we can help you.
Maybe you can. Maybe you can. As he starts to slowly back away, he turns. Her words are honey, but beneath the surface is a viper. She then walks away. As he then walks away,
He'll turn to go back to the group.
and that's where we'll go into tonight's session.
Getting to this. See how this one spins? It's really cool. Totally oblivious to everything.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So that's where we'll go ahead and end tonight's session. Lot to process there. All right. Well, finally in Archenbridge, things are going forward. We'll see what comes next. You're not going to want to miss next session, folks. Thank you all so much for joining us. We are always glad for you all to be here, to joining us on this adventure. Can't wait to see where it all goes next. So, until next time, everyone, keep being awesome. Cheers. Hey there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, then consider subscribing to be notified when more go live. Thank you to our official artists, Rachel and Dee Lee, for the character art. You can follow them under their socials, Pip400art and Raphaziel, respectively. If you want more D&D actual plays in between Revenants Wake, consider checking out games run by Mark and Mike on Twitch and YouTube under Marquee Gaming and Bardic Dice. And as always, thank you for the royalty-free music done by Kevin MacLeod, Ivan Dutch, Critical Role, and the Dungeon Playlist. Thanks to everything in the description below. And with that, we'll see you all next time.